Hi Cancer, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, within everything around you, because everything is symbolic, everything is artistic, and we all start from zero. Blank canvas. If you'd like a personal reading, personal message, all of the information is in the description box below. And there's no rules here, so if this finds you, it's definitely meant for you. It doesn't matter what you do with it, that's entirely up to you. What I started drawing for you was a bull symbol that represents a bull, the animal. I'm also getting a dragon. It looks like a Chinese dragon with those whiskers in the front. Right off the bat, I was getting the Chinese zodiac. A majority of you are the year of the dragon. Year of the dragon basically possesses those emperor-like qualities. They tend to be perfectionists, very dominant. These are the type of people you'd see in leader roles. It's even said if it's not year of the dragon, those years can have trouble with butting heads with other people because of how dominant in nature they are. I feel like they also dominate any field they're in. I'm seeing this energy as a whole, but you don't necessarily have to be born on that year. The next year for Year of the Dragon is 2024. 2024 is when many of you are going to reach huge milestones. Obviously, that's like 2-3 years away, but what if everything you're doing now will pay off then? What if you're up to the challenge? And even if you're not that Year of the Dragon, the Year of the Dragon energy as a whole, it's still that, and it's still going to affect you. Just like how Mercury retrograde can still affect you, it might affect others more, but it can affect you just as much. So that year is definitely highlighted. On the surface it sounds silly, but I think I'm going to end up tapping into the near future, but also the next 2 years as well. And Taurus is important here too. April, May, we got the bull, but we also got the dragon. I also wanted to mention, I started your reading already. This happens sometimes, but after I put the cards out, I swear, Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck, and I was talking about the wheel in a sense where it has to do with astrology. The Chinese wheel, but also the regular wheel. I'm also getting sidereal astrology. So it's like someone needs to do more research onto their placements. It's kind of like having your sun sign but not knowing the rest of your chart. There's so much you need to know, because in a way knowing that kind of stuff, knowing how you operate, knowing your needs is what's going to help you be successful. Speaking of CEOs and the rich, I guess you could say, 2024, that could be you. Using your placements, using your knowledge of what position this is in, which is the day you'd likely have success. I know with astrology you can do that. I'm not into astrology. I don't know too much of that, so I can only explain it from a superficial level. But you can predict things with tarot, the finance department. You can predict success or luck for the lottery with tarot, your chart. I feel like there's also something called the Saturn return year or something return year, where I've heard about it, I just don't know much about it, but I think it's when something significant happens to you. Also getting something about returning the Wheel of Fortune. Everything you put out is going to come back to you tenfold. It's like you're never going to lose anything, even if you perceive it as a loss at first. It's like the Six of Pentacles. It's always coming back. It's also like gambling, how you put a little money into something and get a lot of it back. Page of Pentacles. Like, this is where you are now. Maybe like you're starting out with one pentacle, like a small amount of money, but you want to build it, and you are. We have another page, which is just Page of Cups. You can build that pentacle by being creative, by your vision, by knowing your ups and downs, by knowing your weaknesses, and your chart can tell you that. Knowing what year you are, even in the Chinese zodiac, can tell you that. And right off the bat, we have Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus was highlighted here because the best things come to those who wait, as cliche as that sounds. I feel like someone's emotions had previously or could get in the way of becoming successful, or for the next year of the dragon, 2024. I mean, you are Cancer, but yeah, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands as getting in your own way, blockages. Nine of Swords. You're getting in your own way, your own thoughts. Then we have Ace of Pentacles. Didn't I say starting out with one coin and then building it up, saving it, putting it in the bank? You put a little bit into it, you put like one coin into it, and then you get 10 back. This is what it's going to be like for you. And remember I said, like, Year of the Dragon is like they're natural leaders. They dominate anything they do, any position they're in. They bring this, the rest don't even matter. Dominate. That coin is even bigger. Dominates the rest. There's also a lot of here about saving, budgeting. I feel like you've also been up and down throughout the years with that kind of stuff. It's because you weren't being... It's kind of like a 16-year-old when they first get their little job where they're making like $7 an hour. They're not thinking, oh, I should save all this. These days, they're spending it on drugs, food, coffee. But then as you get older, you realize it's like, I'll just eat at home. I'll just do things a little differently if it means I can save up for something I value more than just like something that's quick, instant gratification. They prey on our fast-paced world. They want you to buy all those things. So it's like, yeah, being smarter. Improving from like that childish, just like a childish view of money. It's like someone needs to be smarter in that department. And I feel like you are. The only one getting in your way is you. The only one preventing you from dominating is you. You're the dragon. People have to make their way for you. If you spit that fire, they gotta move. They gotta move because you're gonna dominate. That's what this screams to me. Domination, especially through like money. Crypto, what do they call that? Bitcoin, crypto, stocks, getting stock market. You should invest in stocks. And stocks can grow over time. Unexpectedly, may I add. Not many people know that. Then we have the Lovers. And remember, guys, like when I first did this, like the first time around, I had to start over because it wasn't articulating well, and it's just pointless because we're already knocked off to a good foot. But it was the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, representing the zodiac, needing to know more information about yourself. And I feel like you're going to start loving yourself as well. It's like you're going to find your way out of an ongoing issue. It's almost felt like a self-fulfilling prison. Not self-fulfilling, more like self-unfulfilling prison that kept you stagnant, that would block your success. It's like you even lost the money this way. Could also be low self-esteem. I'm also getting with the lovers here, temptation. It's basically Adam and Eve. She ate the apple even though she wasn't supposed to eat the apple. Spending all your money on Starbucks. If you ask me, getting Starbucks, getting coffee has less to do with getting coffee, more to do with the feeling. For me, it's excitement. I always suspected, this is just my own biased input, I always suspected I had a form of ADHD. Where I get bored and burnt out and like I need excitement. And when I was younger, I used to always buy things, and then afterwards I'm like, why did I buy this? I'm not interested in that anymore. It was just the thrill of spending. It was just the thrill of eating the apple. It wasn't because they actually wanted it. You can eat that shit at home. You don't really need one off a tree. You can get one anywhere. So that's what this is. There's heavy temptation here, like that Adam and Eve thing. And who was blamed for it? Her. So that's at the bottom of the deck. Temptation. I believe your Mars placements, like even like your chart can reveal that. Where your weaknesses are, where your temptations are. And my Mars is in Aries, which means I can tend to be impulsive. There you go. I believe Aries Mars is also very dominating, but that's the same idea. This is going to be this Adam and Eve field. That was weird. You might be tempted to go into a different field of work. Okay. It's turned into a career money-saving PSA, but it's important that you get something from tarot readings instead of just what? Instant gratification, what you want to hear. Just kind of like how they prey on us with all of those quick fixes. Get Starbucks, that's $5 instead of making it at home. I feel like the sun is going to shine on this. You're going to be more aware of it. You're going to be also very aware of what you're spending. I'm also getting what you're wasting your time on. That includes people. People can be temptations. Self-worth. Here's where the people thing comes in. Oh, and then bottom of the deck we have trickery, the dragon. But this dragon is green, not red. And then red and green together is like Christmas colors. And then here it's snowing. I know, that's like so many things. You're like, why are you looking that deep into it? But I'm seeing around Christmas time. Around Christmas time, that's when it's the new year. So we're already going into a new year. I feel like you're going to struggle with someone pulling you away, distracting you. Temptation. It's like, oh, eat the fruit. Let's go out. Let's spend our money on this. Let's, And you can still have fun. You don't want to have this fear of loss, because why would you fear losing something that then you're just going to keep losing it? But yeah, be wary of that, especially around like the season. It's important to have self-worth. And self-worth affects everything. It's like you need to put your foot down with another person too. They're holding you back. Already at 15:05. I really wish I would have stuck with the other reading. It just sucks because it wasn't coming out. And I find those instances very divinely guided. But you should have seen the look. Well, you can't see my face, but you should have seen the look on my face when I saw the Wheel of Fortune here. I knew it had to come out because the cards are always a reflection. But at least it came out here. Okay, I'm gonna one more card and I'm wrapping it up. We have Harry Potter glasses. I'm getting rose-colored glasses. Harry couldn't see without his glasses. It's also his signature Harry Potter look. Without his glasses, if you think about it, like when someone takes off their glasses, it's like, who are you? It doesn't look like the same person because you're used to seeing them through a specific lens. So that's your money mindset right there. How you view another person. I feel like they're not who you think they are, so you need to let it go. You need to have enough self-worth to see what's really going on. You have to acknowledge like your weaknesses. A person can be your weakness. Food can be your weakness. It's like, where are your impulses? What's your Mars sign? Finding out who you are, like your DNA, your footprint. Your birth chart is like your footprint, a part of it. It's what makes you who you are. I feel like doing so will make these things less likely to affect you. And I say that in the most like basic way because I'm not into astrology, but it's highlighted here. Especially the Chinese astrology, Chinese placements with the animals. Okay, Cancer, that's the end of this channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I would really appreciate it. And I feel like everything that you're learning right now, especially with this, will prepare you for 2024, the next year of the dragon. And I feel like this is the last position, so it's like this is closer to that year. I feel like this is more like the present. Page of Pentacles, that's where you're starting. It's like where you start a board game. You're saving up, and then by the time you get there, you're gonna have so much money. I don't know why I'm getting like CEO vibes. You're going to dominate. You're going to dominate. Even if it's not that literally, you're going to be well off. You're going to be able to take care of yourself. Seeing this as this too, self-worth, taking care of oneself. Learning who you are, knowing what to do, what not to do. I feel like this reading will inspire you to do some self-reflection. Okay, Cancer. Bye.